Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. I do hope that you are having a good day so far or a good night because I'm going to be posting this really early. So, for some of you, this might be night, right? Anyways, Gemini, I am seeing somebody here who's like stuck in survival mode. It could be you or it could be somebody close to you, but this person is definitely doing some kind of shadow work, really putting in a lot of effort and getting themselves unstuck. It looks like somebody feels like they're stuck, they feel like they're stuck in a rut or they're stuck in a situation, they can't get out of it. And it looks like this person is just really putting in so much effort to the point where it's exhausting. The effort that this person is putting into it, you or them, is so exhausting because they're really trying hard to unstuck themselves out of a terrible situation. It could be in a relationship, it could be in a state of mind, even. Okay, because somebody here could also suffer from PTSD. Okay, you or they, right? And it just seems like it's this ever-ending battle of trying to climb this huge mountain, and every time they get like two steps up the mountain just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's just this huge struggle of trying to get things done. And that's another thing I'm seeing here. Somebody's really trying to just get things done. And it could be just like daily activities, daily stuff that needs to be done just seems so heavy, and just it seems like it's just so much. They just are literally carrying the world on their shoulders. And because this person, you or they, is so micro focused on that finish line, so micro focused that there are things around that needs to be tended to, like relationships that needs to be tended to. And it seems like people around you or them, whoever this is about, put the energy where it belongs. People around appears to be under this, feeling of being neglected, not really understanding why this person is so busy doing other things, right? Or so busy trying to climb this huge mountain. And because of that, the dynamics in the relationships are shifting. Okay. What I'm hearing is where this person who is struggling used to fill a certain position in these people's lives, that position is now going to somebody else. So by the time this person is finished, getting out of survival mode, the relationships around them is going to shift a little. It's not going to be a lot, don't get me wrong, but there's going to be some shifts there that are going to be very uncomfortable down the road. Like a new person coming into the group, or a new person being around constantly, something like that. And it looks like it could be something that's going to end up being an uncomfortable situation. Okay, that's what I'm getting. A very uncomfortable situation. Now it looks like somebody here has had things stolen from them. Just, and this is part of this whole thing of being stuck in survival mode. Because they've had somebody take so much from them. Could be a mother figure, or it could be a Libra or somebody who had Libra in their chart. Okay, but it seems like the what they've gone through, the trauma that they've gone through, has really solidified in their life where they were stuck. You or they, okay, has been stuck in survival mode. Okay, I'm not sure who this is exactly. It's still not clear, but that's why I'm reading it this way, because this could be somebody close to you who needs your help, or this could be you who's trying to overcome a whole lot, right? And it looks like because of the dynamics of this one specific relationship, okay, the one that has set the stage for whoever this is that is going through this survival mode period in their life, This person made sure that you were like bonded to them, like you could not leave them, okay? Or that person could not leave them. They set up a trap and they just kept sucking this resources out of this person. You or they, okay? Like this person is somebody who had authority in this person's life, and they just kept sucking the resources. This could be like free labor. It could be like emotionally, you know, coming in and expecting a lot of emotional support, pulling it from that person, but not giving it back. It wasn't a two way street, you know. It was never a two-way street. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like at some point you just stop. You know, when you're in that kind of dynamics with somebody, you just stop expecting to get some kind of emotional support or even physical contact from a person. So, after years and years of enduring this, when you get around people who are, healthy, and these people are like patting you on the back or touching you, it can be very uncomfortable. And it looks like this person is going through that where they're having to feel the challenges of everyday relationships and the dynamics of the relationship. The group that this person is around must be like a group that's very healthy. Where patting somebody on the back, shaking somebody's hand, standing next to somebody, rubbing shoulders, doing things together, like watching a movie, might be very healthy, and it might be an environment that this person is not used to. So it makes them feel kind of uneasy, nervous, not knowing what to expect, or it's like they're expecting something to erupt, like an argument. They're constantly on the edge, just waiting for something big to happen because of the size of the group, so it's like several people coming together, eating popcorn, sitting on the sofa, watching a movie, talking, things like that, right? And this person is coming into this group and they're not comfortable with that energy. They're not comfortable with the air in the room. It's a good air, don't get me wrong. It's a good air. It's a good air, but because it's not what they're accustomed to, it's not what they were raised around, it could be uncomfortable because they're always anticipating that, something's going to fall, something's going to spill, somehow they're going to get in trouble, somebody's going to get mad, somebody's going to start yelling, somebody's going to start fighting with each other, or somebody's going to start fighting with them. It seems like there's this huge anticipation of chaos. It's about to erupt at any minute, and it's not happening. So it's like this person wants to be a part of the group. They want to be part of these people's lives. They want to be around these people. They want to be healthy. This is where the need to do the shadow work is coming in, and this push to hurry up and try to rush it. The thing is that when you're going through these things, you just really can't rush it. Some people, it takes years. Some people can do it in weeks or months. Everybody's really different. And it's all about the attitude, your attitude, your attitude about what you're going through. I think that plays a big part of it. I think the knowledge that it's going to end. There's going to be an end. There's a light at the end of the road. I think it really helps people who are going through these things. Hmm. Let's see what else. So that's my advice on that. Is just the acknowledgement that there is you know, there's a light at the end of the road. Nothing is forever. That's for sure. Even when we're going through things, nothing is forever. And I think we need to acknowledge that more often so we don't panic so much, or we don't feel like we are not enough or we're not doing enough. Just acknowledging that things take time, for first of all, and two, there's always going to be an ending to something. Something doesn't last forever. And once we accomplish that, the rest becomes easier. That's what I'm getting there. I'm also seeing something about a new person coming into somebody's life here. A new person could be a romantic situation, doesn't have to be. I'm seeing something about a new person coming in, a new love connection. I'm also seeing the stress and the weight of trying to make the right decision is very heavy on somebody. You know, the weight of trying to do what's right. It's actually causing this person to be so stressed out that they could be becoming more emotional than normal, you know, because of the pressure that they feel. They feel like, you know, like the decisions that they make is so important that if they make one wrong move, they make just one tiny little mistake that is going to ruin the course of their whole life or the course of this relationship. Okay, it could be platonic or it could be romantic. Okay, but there is this need to um take this leap of faith. You know, it's like it's scary taking this leap of faith of trusting somebody, caring about somebody, and then having that person reciprocate that, you know, we're together in this group, we're together, we're on each other's team, you know, that reciprocation, that anticipation of having that. I mean, this person wants it, don't get me wrong, they want that. They want to be part of something, you know. If it's a couple, they want to be part of the couple. They want to be part of a friendship, whatever it is, right? Like this person has this need, you or they, okay, to bond with people, which is very normal. But it just seems like the pressure of it all appears to be like, could be very uneasy feeling that's adding more pressure to this person's life. You know, it's like their plate is so full and they're adding more to it because they're trying to have this relationship and they're trying to go at it in a very healthy way. Maybe they don't know really what they're doing. Like what is a healthy relationship? You know, like if you have never seen it, if you grew up in a very chaotic home and you never and you know and then you got married and you just you know ended up in another chaotic situation, it kind of makes you nervous because you know you don't want that. But then when you're around it, it's kind of comforting in a very odd way because even though it causes you so much anxiety, it's more comforting because you know what to expect, you know? And then when you're not in that environment and you're actually in a very healthy environment, you feel uneasy. You don't want it to stop. You want it to, you want to stay in that environment, but it's just the anticipation is constantly there of failing or not being loved back or respected back or you know to have those feelings for somebody else but it not being returned. It could be something that this person, you or they, grew up in, like where you loved somebody but it wasn't returned. Okay, specifically a mother figure, grandmother, aunt. You know, this could be like the dominant parent role person in your life or whoever it is, right? And that person just never reciprocated those emotions, that love that somebody craves so much. And this person is struggling. You or they. Okay? Somebody's struggling here. Now, I do see something coming in really quickly. Like there's this energy of something's coming. Something's really, like something different is coming that this person is either anticipating or it is coming. You know, like something different is coming that's going to end up like sparking a whole new beginning. This could be like a whole new plan, a whole new thought, a whole new conversation, like having an open conversation, something like that. Something's coming in and it's coming in fast. And it's like this person is going to get a chance to open up about things, you know? But at the same time, it can be very scary. Yes. Not just that, but it looks like right here that the person could be also feeling like, It's new. Something's very new to them. Like it's a new love. Excuse my phone, guys. It's ringing. I'm so sorry. But like a new love. So even if this person is, could be you or they, like again, could be an older person, maybe 40s, 50 years old, maybe older, right? And they never experienced a really healthy relationship. So it's like this is new. This is a whole new road for them. This is a whole new chapter. And the thing is that if you know who I'm talking about, if it's somebody else in your life, somebody that you care about, let them know that they're doing really good. They're doing a really good job. They're turning toward the right direction. Or if this is you, just know that you are heading in the right direction. And as time goes by, let them know that things are going to speed up. Things are going to speed up. Like when you first get a ball rolling, or let's just say like a huge boulder, you're trying to push it, push it, push it. It can be very difficult, but then as it starts rolling, it just gets easier to keep it rolling. It's just getting that first movement going that's always the challenge, and I think that's what's going on here. This is the first steps, but once it starts going, that person is heading in the right direction. They just don't know it because they've never been down this road. Again, you or they, never been down this road before. Taking this new path in life can be very scary. So if this is you, you're going in the right direction. You're going to end up in places that you never thought you could be at. In relationships you never thought you could have this kind of relationships. Very healthy, loving, nurturing type of relationships. If it's another person, you need to, let them know that they're heading in the right direction. This could be your child for somebody here. And you know what? I'm getting this really heavy, heavy feeling about deja vu. Okay, something about deja vu is very significant. Maybe you've been having some kind of deja vu. They've been having some feelings of deja vu, something like that. If so, that is a sign that you're heading in the right direction. You're heading in the way that the universe wants you to go into. This is your destiny to go in this direction. See, we are raised in certain environments that we really were never supposed to be in, but we're raised in it because the people around us make these choices to be a certain kind of way. Because at the end of the day, we really do choose what we want to be, who we want to be. And people who choose not to heal, people who choose to repeat, family curses, they choose their path. Then a person who, like this person, who's choosing to leave that behind and go into the unknown, is the curse breaker. And this person, that's who they are. They are the curse breaker in the family. They're going to become an inspiration for others to follow eventually. Even though the dynamics of the people around is changing, and I'm talking about like older relationships, not this new group that this person is going into. I'm talking about the older generation, the older friends, the older family members, the people they've been around for years and years. Yes, those relationships, the dynamics are going to change. You see? And there's going to be adjusting. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult, but it's going to be done. And it's going to be done for the better good. Because eventually, some of these people I'm hearing are going to end up following in the footsteps of this person who is the curse breaker in the family. The person who's going off in a whole new direction. Meeting new people. Meeting healthy people. The person who is putting in all this work. They're like the hero in the family, or the hero of their family. And anyways, I'm just bringing light to this. If this is a person that's around you, give them support. Let them know they're on the right track. If this is you, that's the point of the reading. Spirit wants you to know you're on the right track. You're heading in the right direction. There's more work to be done. You're going to make it, and it's going to be worth it because life is going to be beautiful. Your life is about to change. If you need to tell this to this person, then tell it to the person. Your life is about to change and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be you in control of your life once and for all. And there's not going to be no turning back from that once you do it. Okay? Let's go ahead and get you your angel numbers out. I think this is just such a beautiful reading. I mean, I know it's hard, but I mean, it's such a beautiful reading to know that there's somebody out there that's heading in the right direction, breaking family curses. Number 4, you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. I am stable. That is beautiful. I feel like that is telling the person that they're becoming more stable. You know, part of the stability in life, it starts with the brain. It starts with the brain first, and then it works its way around, right? Let's see. Spirit, give us a clear. There it is. 44. It says, your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path. Bingo. Yes. Oh my God. Confirmation, guys. Okay. With diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. I feel like this is the universe. The universe is supporting this person on this journey. So do put this in the comment section. I am supported. I am stable. Guys, oh, I have a question for you. Where are y'all from? The reading is over. I just have a question. Where are you from? Are you in the United States or in Canada? And if so, do y'all eat at Wendy's? That's my question. Do you like Wendy's? Do you eat at Wendy's? When was the last time you ate at Wendy's? That's my question. Okay. Thank you for people who answered that question on my last reading. And we'll see how many people answer on this reading. Catch me in the next one, guys. Y'all take care. You're doing great. Okay? Pat yourself on the back. You're doing great. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.